Hey guys, this is Bato here with another little video about my deck. I was looking through it this morning, and there's a tournament that's going to be going on later on tonight, and so my track record against Ultrageist and Paleozoic, very anti-meta heavy back row decks, it's not been looking so good. So instead of just dwelling on the fact that sometimes I just don't have the outs to it, I decided to make a cool video and maybe in the process, you guys can help me out with some ideas that will help me combat against heavy back row decks, things of such nature. Especially Sky Strikers when they pull off multi-roll. And, anyways, I'm going to show you some fun stuff just for fun about what vampires can do for the deck for zombies, okay? Now, I decided to play Mass Change 2 simply because most of my cards can go into Darklaw. Now here's a fun thing you can do with Darklaw itself. Now let's say if Darklaw is on the field and you're able to special summon or just summon Scourge. Since they're both level 6, you can overlay them both into Beatrice. The fun thing about that is you can start dumping any monster you want to the graveyard. You have plenty of cards that you could do. You could do Glow Bloom. You could do Doom King himself. Here's a hot, spicy tech of mine. You could do Fabled Soulkiss. And if you have monsters or cards in your hand that are dead, which won't happen very often, but you have cards that you don't want, or maybe zombies you want to put in the graveyard, you can easily put them both in the graveyard, just brush them with Soulkiss, and have a level 6 to work with. That was a fun thing I learned about this deck. Another fun thing is with Beatrice is that you may want to consider running Dante, the Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss, simply because let's say they get rid of Beatrice, like they farflet whatever, or you link it off for something like, I don't know, Warlord Dragon, Saryuja, whatever. You can always reborn it back using like Mizuki, and if zombie rolls on the field, it is a zombie, so you can attack on purpose with Beatrice, especially with Dante. Now, not only do you have like Doom King Dante on the field, you can negate effects, you can banish cards or monsters, and he can be targeted by card effects. And he's a 2800 beast deck on the field too. And also, if I am not mistaken, no, they're not the same level. But it would have been really cool if they were both level 8. So that way you can go into like Hope Harbinger or something really crazy like that. So I was often asked what synchros would like to go into. Typically the best synchros I like to go into are 8 and 7. So I decided to use F.A. Dawn Dragster and Omega. Omega for obvious zombie reasons. You want to keep putting them back in the graveyard. And F.A. Dawn Dragster, you can negate a spell trap card per turn. And for the people that want to run a pure vampire variant, let's say you already negated a spell trap card on your turn. Like, let's say they did something like Torrential or something. So it reduces all by 2. What you can do is to restore its levels so it can use this effect over and over again. You can activate Vampire Desire on Dragster itself, send Scourge to the graveyard, and this level becomes level 6. Because all you need to do is target a monster, and then its level becomes level 6. And that way you can keep doing it for 2 more times, once per turn, obviously. Now the fun thing about Omega, the Omega loop with Glow Up Bloom, is if you have Zombie World and Omega on the field, and during your standby phase, Glow Bloom gets sent back to the graveyard with Omega's effect. You can immediately activate Glow Bloom's effect because It doesn't say how it gets sent to the graveyard. It just has to be sent there. So after it gets banished and sent to the graveyard, you can banish it again and special summon like Frailin or Scourge, and you can pick up a retainer, or retainer will get like domination, or you can get familiar to get Frailin in your hand. Excuse me. It's been a kind of a sickness going through. You can get Frail into your hand, therefore you can kind of protect your key pieces like your Unizombie and things like that. Other powerful stuff that you can run in this deck is the controlled variant. Is you can run Rivalry of Warlords, and you can run Anti-Spell Fragrance. Y'all don't need me to tell you what these cards do. They're very powerful. They shut the deck down, other decks down. Just kind of want to give out a small video about that. I'll be doing more videos in the future, trying to tweak this deck up, and see what more stuff I can do with it. I'm also going to be doing a Shaddoll variant. It's Shaddoll Vampires with some zombies thrown into the mix, so y'all want to stay tuned about that. Anyways, y'all have a great day, and, post your comments. You can subscribe if you want to, and maybe I'll just start doing more things like this in the future. And if y'all have anything that could help me against my matchup against Altergeist and things like that, I'm not saying, like Red Reboot and Heavy Storm Duster. I was saying like there's any kind of zombies that I could use to pop back row. Like I know there's Bone Crusher, but I haven't been able to get my hands on a playset of those because they're really hard to get. And I like them ultimate rare too. So anyways, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. And if you're wondering what the music was, it's freaking Jamiroquai. He's a weird guy. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.